Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Saxlingham. So last episode we spent a lot of money, a serious amount of money actually, on this plot of land and a larger grain mill, or the biggest grain mill you can get, which is now running, and it is full to the brim. It's got 145,000 litres of barley in it. There is literally no more space for any more, so this bit that's left in the trailer I think I'm going to take back to my original mill, which is still running, and get that filled up, because I think this should just about be the right amount to get that back up to 100% full on the other one as well. So yeah, that'll mean that both mills are producing flour, and I should hopefully have a bit more to sell before the winter is over, because the price for flour is still reasonably good in January. So yeah, we can move time on fairly soon when the sort of day gets a bit darker, because it is going to dark now. It's nearly 3:30 in the afternoon, so it won't be long before it is dark. So when it does go dark, or darker than this, I will move time on, which won't be long at all. It'll just be a case of probably tipping this load and moving some pallets, and then it'll be probably time to move forward actually. And we'll get on with stuff in January, which will be partly selling more products, more sugar I should think, and more flour, and probably more canola oil, because there'll be not a huge amount, but there'll be a few more spawning, and it would be a shame to not sell them in January because the price will still be reasonably good, rather than waiting a full 12 months almost for the next increase in price. So yeah, that's the plan with that. Also, I'll probably get some more cultivating done, because there's going to be quite a bit of planting to do fairly soon in the spring. We're going to have sunflowers, soybeans and sugar beet, I would imagine, which will be they'll be the three crops we're mainly doing next year that haven't already been planted, because we do already have some wheat and canola planted, so that's already done. For example, that field right there, which is a canola crop. So yeah, will it take all of this? I think it probably will. Let's just see. Yep, it did. Good, excellent. So how full is that now, just out of interest? So this is the old Polish grain mill. 20,500 litres in there, so not quite full actually, but it is nearly full. Probably could do with some more canola, so I'll get some more canola for that, and get that tipping. I'll keep that running, because we've got loads of canola in storage. If you remember from last time, it's about 90-something thousand litres still in storage that hasn't been processed yet, which is, yeah, that's a lot of canola oil. So I think one of my future purchases will be will be an oil mill to process the canola oil, and also the sunflower oil, because we're going to be growing sunflowers next year. So yeah, an oil mill will definitely be needed at some point, but just not quite yet, because I don't have a huge amount of money in the bank. I would like to buy a new tractor at some point, and also, yeah, the oil mill as well. So there's a lot to spend the money on, and it can't all be spent at once. I have spent a lot of money recently, but there is more products to sell in. Actually, I'll get a bit more in there. There is more products to sell in January, so that will help, and obviously doing contracts will help. Also, there is the soybeans. Not a huge amount, but there is some soybeans in storage, so they can be sold in June. Still a few months away for that, but yeah, they can be sold. Yeah, that's it. So what I'll do, I'll tip this, move some pallets, and then we'll move on to January. One thing I did almost forget to do was sell the eggs, of course, because we've had quite a few eggs now stored, and the price was best in November actually, but the price is still good in December, so we'll get them sold now. Let's see what we get for pretty much a year's worth of eggs, I think, production there. 81,653, no environmental score award on the eggs it seems. But yeah, still not bad. That's brought us up to 247,900, virtually 248,000, that's pretty good actually. For just pretty much having the eggs going in the background, so or the chickens producing eggs in the background, so yeah, pleased with that. Right, now we are definitely going to move forward to January. Just need to get back to the yard with the truck, and then we'll move on and start probably cultivating some of the fields ready for planting, and also sell the other pallets that we get produced overnight. I'll probably start the cultivating first to give them a bit more time to produce some more pallets though, because there won't be too much yet, although they will need moving out of the way of course, because the mill will fill up overnight, the windmill. The other mill, the new mill, the big mill, will be alright I think for a while. That'll have quite a big internal storage capacity for pallets, so they won't need to be moved as often, but certainly my original smaller mill will definitely need the pallets moving again in the morning, so I'll get back to the yard and we'll get that done. Right, so I made a good start with the cultivating there. Just going to get the helper to take over. Just hope it'll work from here. I'm not quite sure whether it will, but we'll just see what it does. Hopefully it will. Yeah, it's going to do it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, right, so in the meantime, while it does that, because I've done quite a bit there. I've done the headlands and just made a start on it. I will jump over to, well, this tractor. There's some more pallets to move. I'll get them moved, and then we'll get the curtain sider on and get them loaded up and sold. So there's these flour pallets here, plus these few, I think there's 4 canola oil pallets, but then there's going to be quite a few over at the new mill, hopefully, because that's been running now overnight and into this morning. So we'll see how many pallets of flour that's produced. The price of flour should still be reasonably good, same with the canola oil, so hopefully we're going to get some good money for these as well. And maybe when we've sold those, there'll be enough money in the bank to maybe buy a new tractor. We'll see, but I'm hoping there will be, because I would like to get a new tractor. Don't know whether to sell the New Holland or keep that and buy an additional tractor to what we've already got. I'm not sure, but we'll see once these things have been sold. Right, so we need this tractor unit, and we'll leave that trailer there tipping. Then the curtain side is just over here. I'll load the sugar pallets first, since it's already over here. Then get the flour and canola oil loaded, and then over to the new production grain mill and get those loaded. So I'll get on with that now. Okay, I think I know why I wasn't getting an environmental score award. It's because I haven't probably updated the mod since the game updated. So I'm wondering if I can quickly redo that or not. I'm going to just leave the game and just see what happens. Right, okay, that's annoying. Okay, I didn't update it before I started my game, which means I've messed up really. In my opinion, it shouldn't do this, but yeah, it does. The result is that you lose all your field information. I've had to rebuy that, and I've added the money back in because I'm not paying for all that again, because I've already done that once. But what I can't change is the soil states, so all the fields, even the ones that have already been planted, need to be spread with fertiliser again, and also lime, because they've all gone back to their default settings, I think. So yeah, the nitrogen on all the fields is pretty terrible, and actually the ones that have been drilled aren't too bad, but they're not right. They're not as bad as the ones that haven't been drilled yet, but yeah, we've basically lost out there, and also lost some money on the environmental score awards, which have gone as well. They should be back now, but I've basically lost everything. Yeah, my environmental score has gone back down to the standard, which is a shame. It's a shame, but it's not the end of the world. So I'll just continue, and we'll get that back out. Hopefully the game doesn't update again, and if next time it updates, I remember to update my precision farming before I start playing the game again, which would be a good idea. But never mind. Okay, right, I'll get back to the yard. The other thing, oh yes, that I was going to mention, there is some bales. We've got quite a lot of straw bales to sell, so I'll get the auto-loading trailer on. Actually, I wonder if we can put it in this trailer. That would be interesting if we can transport bales in this trailer. Let's probably get more in this. You can get 24 on the flatbed that I've got. I wonder if this trailer can carry bales, I don't know. Let's get back to the yard and I'll see. Well, it seems to be working pretty well actually. I don't know exactly how many bales are in the lorry, not that many, but it's not doing too bad. It's still quicker than loading them manually, isn't it, I suppose? Not getting as many on the trailer at a time as I would be on the flatbed if I was loading them myself, but at least they're loading quicker than what I would do on myself, so it's not all bad. I think we'll leave it there though for today and then continue selling these next time, but it's actually going really well despite the lack of environmental score award, which is disappointing, I know, and I know a lot of you will be disappointed about that, and I am myself. But it was just, yeah, my fault. I didn't update it in time before I started the game, and now there's no going back basically. The only way to resolve that is to spread all the fields with fertiliser and nitrogen and lime again, which I'm going to have to do, but not today. do that next time. But yeah, quite a few more bales still to sell, so we'll get that done next time. And hopefully, once they're all sold, we'll have enough money in the bank to buy a new tractor. That is the plan. So I might as well get all these sold first, and then look at what we can get after I've sold everything and we've got more money. Anyway, yeah, like I say, we'll leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.